Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome back. We're here once again inside Bora with your host, Tutsirai. Today, we got an exciting show for you. Again, I just want to give a shout out to all of the fans out there. I want to give a shout out to the Orlando Seekers. I'm rocking their first team jersey tonight. Yeah, go Seekers. You know what I'm saying? We got to represent Bora whenever we get a chance. Get your Seekers jersey if you're a fan of the team. But we're here tonight and we're back at it. And we're going to discuss a lot of things today. So I hope you're ready for the show. Um, this is episode 2 of Inside Bora. We get better every time, we improve every time. That's what Bora is about. It's about creativity, it's about being able to. Um, you know, come out with an idea and take it to the next level. So this is what we're doing today. So get your pen and pad ready and get ready for the show. So we're going to start off with a little news. What's been going on in Bora right now? Wow. The Orlando Seekers are the hottest team in the league. As you already know. Oh, sorry. My bad. Messing up already. All right, the Orlando Seekers are the number 2 team in the league right now after my Fort Lauderdale Falcons. That's the team that I play for. Orlando Seekers are making moves. Stanley Richard is back with the squad. He looks like he's ready to compete right now. He is on vacation, as far as I heard, but when he gets back, he's going to get into form and get on the field. Also, I'm handling the Fort Lauderdale branch of things. So the Falcons have begun OTAs. We are training 3 days a week right now, right here in Pompano Beach, Florida. And, we just want to get ahead of the curve. We just want to go ahead and get our team in the program, get our team sorted out. The Falcons have the advantage of having me as a player on the team and acting general manager right now. So I guess the Falcons players are really learning the game right from the source. So they're going to have a slight advantage of uh, from uh, from the other players in the organization. So in the league, sorry. So today um, we're going to talk a little bit about how to be a player. So that's the episode of today. I'm gonna give you some information on what it is being a Bora player and how you guys can actually get yourselves in position to succeed in the league. So we're gonna go into that now. So if you are interested in playing Bora, I hope you've watched episode 1. I basically just did a run through of what Bora is, what you can expect from partaking in this league. But right now, what we need in Bora is an open-minded athlete. You can have played any sport in the world and you can come and transition into Bora. It really doesn't matter because Bora is a brand new sport. So I'm getting calls from people who are interested in playing, and everybody's giving me a story about, oh, well, is it like soccer? Is it like basketball? Is it like cricket? Is it like, you don't have to worry about that. Just come down and compete because Bora, it's the only sport that uses every part of your body. You can use your head, you can use your hands, you can use your feet. You're gonna need each part in different situations. So as far as athleticism, it's gonna be the most demanding sport you've ever played athletically. Physically, it won't be because it's a non-contact sport. It's a co-ed sport as well. So it's more about skills rather than speed or physicality. This is why we're testing it out to see if women can compete in the same leagues as men, since it's a skill-based sport. Obviously, men are a lot more physically gifted, but this is 2019 going 20, and I believe women are capable of anything. And from what I've seen, the women are probably going to lead this league a lot more than the men. We already have a female owner, the Orlando Seekers, number 2 team in the league currently, after the Falcons. Um, and Cindy Debbie Singh is doing an amazing job for her club. So you can't hold back. She also has the first woman to sign with her team, Asamoah Sampson, and we look for her to join the club again and really help build the program over there in Orlando. So uh, I encourage women to join the league because one, women are more open-minded, they're more ready to learn a new game. It's the women that are more like focused when it comes to people that I've discussed Bora with. Men tend to be skeptical. Men have been demanding more, because the game is different. It's different than anything you've ever done. So now we're going to go over what makes Bora different. I'm going to go over the things that you need to know as a new player and what you need to do if you want to play in this league. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go on BoraWorldLeague.com so you can get the information before you sign up about Bora and the opportunity you have to play. But we're going to go over those things right now in this video so before you sign up and register and attend some of the OTAs and start practicing with the team, you're going to know the process, the basic process on what you're doing. So Bora is an opportunity sport. I codenamed that myself. Um, Opportunity sport means you get in what you put in. You get out of it what you put in. So our system of Bora is a subscription-based system. So we are like the Netflix of sports. You're not going to find Bora on ESPN. You're not going to find Bora on Fox. You're not going to find Bora anywhere except BoraWorldLeague.com. And this goes for globally. Everyone in the world will watch Bora through BoraWorldLeague.com. Everyone who watches Bora will be a fan or will know somebody who is subscribed to Bora and watch on their account. So either way, oh yeah, all day. Either way, to get to play the game, to get to broadcast the game, you're going to be a member. So the fans are the funders of this league. So when you come and play Bora, you're going to have to know that your income comes from the members on your team and how many people watch your games and how many people purchase merchandise and how many people buy things when they come to your game and how many people advertise on the platforms your team controls. Those are the only ways you're getting paid. So it's up to you, the players, to join your club and plug in and start doing the activities that you need to do, the OTAs, so that you put your club in a position to where you can have fans. So what I've been getting is people who say, hey, I want to play Bora, and then they say, okay, I want X amount of money. And I'm just like, yo, dude, you're coming in from a job, a 9 to 5. I'm giving you an opportunity to turn into an athlete who gets rewarded for participating in a sport. And a lot of people are coming to me saying, okay, now they think they're LeBron James all of a sudden. Like, you didn't play anything last week. Now you're coming into a new sport and you want to talk, contracts that you're seeing on the NBA and all that stuff. So one important thing you have to know, Bora is a commission-based system. It runs off a commission-based system. So the first thing you need to do to play Bora is you need to register on the website so you can become a free agent. It costs money for you to play Bora. It costs you $60 a month. So write that down. $60 a month to become a player. That makes you a free agent. So once you sign up and you register and the league receives your information and your registration, they're going to place you on the website on the free agent listings. They're going to put you up as a player. So your profile will now be created. Within 48 hours, your profile will be on the website. So now the whole world is going to know that you are now a player member of the Bora World League. Okay? Now, once you're a free agent, you are now eligible to sign a contract with the team. Before you're a free agent, no team can sign you. You're not even allowed to walk on a Bora field unless you're a signed free agent. Then you can start training with teams. The reason we do this is for insurance purposes. We don't want people who aren't players on our fields. If you're not playing Bora, you're not doing anything. We don't do pickup Bora. We don't do, maybe let me see free trial Bora. You're either a player or you're not a player. And you're going to understand as we go along why we run the system the way we do. I'll explain that later in future episodes. But step one, become a free agent, log on BoraWorldLeague.com, register, and become a free agent. Right. That way the teams can see you. Our teams sign players from free agency. But what you can do if you want to, speed up the process or you don't want to risk your $60, I recommend you contact a team first. Show them that you're interested in playing for them. That team will let you know if they have an available spot. They're not gonna, make you false promises and say, hey, if you sign up, we're gonna sign you today. No, they don't do that. So what you do is you negotiate the position with the team. When the team tells you, okay, John, I'm giving you a soft confirmation. When you're a free agent, I'm gonna sign you, and I'm gonna sign you for X amount of blue chips. I'm gonna explain what blue chips are just now. Don't panic. Okay, so that's the way you should operate as far as getting yourself into the league. Talk to a team first, show your interest in playing for the team, and then go ahead and become a free agent. Show up to your team's OTAs. Contact your team again. They go on the website, they verify that you're a free agent. That team will send you the contract offer that you pre-agreed to. You sign that contract, the team submits it to the league, and again, we're going to make the adjustment on your status, and now you're no longer a free agent. You'll now be a signed player on a Bora World League team. Okay, so that's the stage. So free agency. Second stage is negotiate contract with your team. Okay, so now how do you negotiate a contract with a Bora team? You get paid through what we call blue chips. Bora runs in a very unique system. I told you this sport is nothing like you've played before. So throw out the way NFL does contracts, the way NBA does contracts, they're all different. The way MLS does contracts, they're all different. All of those are agreements on the amount you're going to receive. Bora doesn't do that. Bora pays you on the percentage of the profits your team brings in, period, over a monthly period. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. You get paid on the activities that happen in a given month. So when you're signing with the Bora team, you're signing monthly contracts. You're going to sign for 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 60 months. Your contract is monthly based. So a team can offer you anywhere from 3 months to 120 months to 200 months. You see what I'm saying? That's what you can do to sign with the team. Okay? So, right. Now, the blue chip system is the system we use to compensate players. Every team that plays Bora has got a limit of how many blue chips they possess. Okay? Every team is allowed to sign a maximum of 34 individuals, coaches and players included alike. So your team could have a one head coach, 3 assistants, and 30 players. That's pretty much the standard that we hope teams will do. They might have 5 assistants, so that means they can only sign less players because they hired more coaches. Either way, your team will have 34 participants. Your team might hire 1 head coach and 33 players. So now your team is going to be undercoached, but that's your problem and that's your team's problem. Those are decisions your team has to go through to prepare themselves for the league. Okay? But you negotiate through blue chips. So a blue chip is a 1/1,000,000th of the profits that are allocated to the player salaries. Okay, you gotta get this. You might have to rewatch this video so you can understand. I gotta fit all this into 30 minutes, so we are halfway there. Okay, and today is all about how to be a player. All right, so first thing you gotta do is what? You gotta negotiate your contract. First thing you're gonna do is sign up as a free agent. Second thing you're gonna do is negotiate your contract. You get paid through blue chips, which is 1/1,000,000th, because a team is allowed to have 1,000,000 blue chips. So when you're talking to an organization, they're gonna make you an offer. They're gonna say, "Hey, Jane," or "Hey, John, listen, we want to offer you 25,000 blue chips to play for the Orlando Seekers." That means basically you're getting 25,000 out of $1,000,000 of the percentage the team pays out to players. That's it. Very simple, right? Very simple on a monthly basis. So if your team makes $2,000 this month, you're getting a 2,000 divided into, well, actually it depends. Now I'm going to finish the last bit, then we're going to go into examples of numbers. Okay. Right. So a team annually decides how much it's going to pay towards players. So a team cannot pay the players 100% of all revenues, profits, because then the team will not be able to operate, right? So a team has to determine what percentage it pays players at the beginning of the season. So by January 1st, every team has already pre-submitted what percentage of their income they're going to pay the players that season. And they're not allowed to adjust that percentage rate by more than 10% on an annual basis. This protects you, the player, okay? Because if your team says, okay, we're paying 50% to players this season, and then next season they turn around and say, okay, we're paying 10% to players, and you're on a 36-month deal, you as the player will be screwed because now your team started off paying you well. Then next season, they just cut the money short. You see, so that really messes up with your contract. So, and it really messes up with your income. So teams are limited to 10% increase and 10% decrease. This allows balance in the league. And this also allows teams to compete with each other. So you're going to run into teams that are offering to pay players 90% of the team revenue. Okay. So they're going to say, okay, our team pays 90% to player salaries. Then you're going to scratch your head and say, okay, fine, I'm getting 90%. That team is great. I want to sign with them because the Seekers are over here paying 10%, but Tampa Bay Sharks is paying 90%. You'd be very silly to sign that contract. Why? That means that club has only got 10% to pay for your gyms, 10% to pay for your medic support, 10% to pay for fields, training fields, insurances, 10% to promote your team, 10% to rent a stadium. So you're going to be playing at the local park if your team's only getting 10% because they're not going to be bringing in enough money to support you, the players, and provide you with a quality service. You're not going to have a team bus. You're going to have to pay for your own transportation. You know, they're not going to have a hotel money. You're going to have to pay for your own accommodation. All of these things are things that are determined by the percentage your team is paying the players and how much money your team is bringing in. Okay. So there's a lot of factors that you need to count on. There aren't too many of them, but they're very important to look at. So we're going to write them down and go over each one. So the way you get paid is through blue chips. Your team has got 1,000,000 blue chips, and they're going to have to dish out the blue chips according to the 34 coaches and players on your squad. Okay, so for this example, you're signing for 20,000 blue chips. That's the offer that we're giving this player, Jane Robertson, for the example. So Miss Robertson wants to play Bora, and she wants to play for the Orlando Seekers, and the Orlando Seekers have offered her 20,000 blue chips, right? Okay. So when you log on to the league site, there's one important thing that's going to be published that you need to know, and that is the BCV. Okay, the BCV is the blue chip value. Okay, so the blue chip value is the average that of each blue chip's value that the Orlando Seekers has had in the previous 3 months of operating. So when they're trying to sell you a contract, they're going to have to tell you what the blue chip value is. Okay. So let's say the Orlando Seekers brought in $2 million in revenue, right, last month, and they pay 50% of profits to the players' salaries. Okay. That'll mean that the Orlando Seekers are going to pay out a total of $1 million this month. All right. So what is the blue chip value for the month of July? Because we're in July right now. It's end of the month, and the Orlando Seekers earned $2 million, and it's time to pay the players. And they're over here, and they pay out 50%. That's what they agreed upon preseason. And now they're going to pay out $1 million. So how much money does Jane Robertson earn this month? So Jane Robertson is going to earn $20,000. Why? Because she was signed to a 20,000 blue chip deal. I'm making this calculation as simple as possible. So we're using very whole numbers so you can understand the basics of how a contract works in Bora. So the month of July, Jane Robertson earned $20,000 this month because the team brought in $2 million and the team pays 50%. And 50% of 2 million is $1 million. So that means now that $1 million gets divided into the 1 million blue chips that the Orlando Seekers possesses. And Jane Robertson was offered 20,000 blue chips, and she agreed to that. So her pay for the month of July is 20,000. Okay. So what happens next month if the revenue drops in August? Because August is the last month before Tournament of Champions, and the Seekers did really badly because they were already knocked out. They're going to get relegated, and they're not making it to the Tournament of Champions. So the fans are not interested in watching right now. They get a lot of cancellations of their fan memberships. So what happens? Right. What happens now is that the Seekers now made $1 million. This is an example. So with $1 million, how much is the blue chip value for the month of August? It means it's divided by 50% of 1 million because Seekers pay out 50%. So that means that the players are going to receive a share of $500,000. $500,000 divided into 1 million blue. Excuse me. I've been outside and playing on the grass. So 50% of $1 million is what? It is. It means 50% of 1 million is going to be 50 cents per blue chip. So the blue chip value for the month of August is going to be 50 cents. Jane Robertson is signed for 20,000 blue chips. So how much money is she going to make in the month of August? Yes, I think you got it right. She's going to make $10,000. So in the month of August, Jane earns 10 grand. You see, so now I think you guys are starting to understand how the blue chip system works. It's everything that your team collects as a profit for that month divided by 2 and then divided by 1 million. And now you have your blue chip value. And then for each player, you multiply it by the amount of blue chips that they are assigned to for that given month. So that's how contracts work in Bora. Very simple, right? Not complex at all. So if you want to be a player in the Bora World League, this is what you need to know. You need to know that we use the blue chip system in the Bora World League. When you sign your contract, you're agreeing to abide by the blue chip system. Your contract tells you you're going to get paid through the blue chip system. So now, as a player, you obviously want to maximize how many blue chips you receive, right? No, not necessarily. So here in the Orlando Seekers, Jane Robertson is being offered 20,000 blue chips. right? But what if I, as the Fort Lauderdale Falcons GM, who's busy wearing Seekers jerseys today, hey, I love the league, man. I'm going to support every team in the league. I'm going to wear every jersey I can. You know, the Seekers are sponsored by Juicy. We already have kid sponsors, you know what I'm saying? Orlando Seekers logo right here, representing the squad. You see the chest logo, Orlando Seekers, baby. Soon to be number 2s forever, because you're never going to beat the Falcons. All right, we need to not start bragging before we even, compete properly on the field. But this is the deal. Jane Robertson took 2 offers before she signed with the Seekers. Me, as a Fort Lauderdale Falcons, I offered Jane Robertson 10,000 blue chips. So she looked at the blue chips and said, F it, I'm going to sign with the Seekers. They offered me 20,000 blue chips. But what if the Falcons were earning $10 million a month? Still paying 50% like the Seekers. Now each blue chip will be worth $5. So that means my 10 grand, my 10,000 blue chips will be worth $5 each. That means Jane would have actually earned 50 grand if she was signed to the Falcons. But she only earned 20 because she signed to a team that has a BCV of $1 instead of a BCV of $5. So really the key factor here is the BCV. That's the key factor. You can run around with 20,000 blue chips all you want. You see? But the BCV is the main factor. And that's the factor that counts. You see, so you guys gotta stay very much aware of that. All right? It's multiply the BCV by the blue chips the team is offering you, and you're gonna know the average monies you're gonna receive every month playing for that team. Now you should know the income fluctuates. During the off season in the months of October, November, December, we don't have Bora games going on. So your income is gonna be drastically low in those 3 months. Doesn't mean you're not gonna get paid. It just means you're gonna get paid less. But at the same time, you don't have to be playing Bora at that timeline. You don't have any games. You're going to have nothing but friendlies if your team decides to. But really, that's contract period. That's the times that teams focus on signing and re-signing players. So most teams are going to give you contracts that end around end of September and, between those 3 months, unless you've got a a more than 12-month deal where you've got, you're staying on the club for 2-3 years. Then you're going to be getting paid in the off season anyhow, So, you always want to negotiate a longer term for your deals, especially if you are, if you plan to play in the World League. If you're a player and you're new right now, the World League is the top league in all of Bora. You might want to stay on a team and get a long-term deal now, because the more popular Bora gets, the stiffer the competition gets, and everybody's going to want your job. So if you think you're funny and you sign for a short-term deal, then guess what? You're going to be unsigned. In 3 months, your contract will be up, and there'll be top-notch players trying to get your spot. So you might not get re-signed. You might have to go play for a lower-level team and earn less money. You see, but at the same time, you might sign for a 4-year deal and your team is whack, and you get relegated after the first season. Now you're stuck on a continental championship team, or you get even lower on the USA level 1, or you can end up on a city league team and be playing at the local parks for life. It's tough. It's exciting, and the newer you are, the better off you are. But we're nearly out of time. It's nearly 30 minutes. I got to limit these shows and not go crazy. So Inside Bora is done for the day. I hope you guys learn a bit about how to be a player in Bora. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and negotiate with your teams. Don't become a free agent until you've come to a pre-contract agreement to where the team is going to look for you and sign you. That way, or you can just be a free agent so other teams can see you that you're there and you're part of the league. Because we really want to get free agents signed first. So even if you don't have a team, teams will be able to see you that you're a participant in the league and they'll look to get you a contract. So thanks for watching this show, guys, and I look forward to seeing you again inside Bora, and I'm out.